News headlines: Field Race blast at northern Gaza as Israel advances in south. UN chief rings alarm bell on global security threat from Gaza war. UN experts sound alarm over risk to Afghan national forces out of Pakistan. Hello, my name is Mahir Nouri from First Time News Network. Today is 7 December 2023. Furious were seen falling in Gaza and smoke and sound of explosion were heard on Thursday morning as Israeli troops passed up with their offensive in the south of the embattled Palestinian enclave. Hundreds of thousands of people made homeless in North Gaza during the war were desperately seeking shelter, and the diminishing number of places in the south decided as safe by Israel. Israeli warplanes on Wednesday bombed targets across the densely populated coastal and one of the heaviest phase of the 2-month-old war. Israel's military said that they advanced into the heart of the southern Gaza largest city, Khan Yunis, for the first time. Hamas armed the Al-Qassam Brigade said the combat was fierce. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres made a rare move on Wednesday to formally warn the Security Council of Global Threat from the Gaza war, as Arab states seek to leverage that to renew a push from the Council to call for a ceasefire. The United States, one of the 5 veto powers, and the 15-member council is opposite to a ceasefire between its ally Israel and Hamas because it believes such a move would only benefit the Palestinian militants. Washington does support humanitarian passages to protect civilians and allow for release of hostages taken by Hamas in October 7 attack on Israel. At the abstained last month to allow the Security Council to adopt a resolution calling for peace and fighting. Guterres told the Council in a letter that the Gaza war may aggravate existing threats to international peace and security. He invocated Article 99 of the founding UN Charter that allows him to bring to attention of Security Council any matter which his opinion may threaten the maintenance of international peace and security. The article has not been used for decades, a UN spokesperson said. Palestinian UN envoy Riyad Mansour said on Wednesday that Arab diplomats were fine-tuning a draft Security Council resolution to call for a ceasefire. A resolution is at least 9 votes in favor and no votes by United States, Russia, China, France, or Britain. Mansour said the Arab minister were due to visit Washington on Thursday, December 7, and voted to discuss the measures with the U.S. official. On top of the agenda, the war has to stop, a ceasefire has to take place, and it has to take place immediately, he told reporters. In a statement issued on Wednesday, UN expert including Special Rapporteur Richard Bennett warned of the grave risk of human rights violation faced by Afghan nationals who have been compelled to leave Pakistan since November 1. The expert highlighted that the most vulnerable to potential harm upon return to Afghanistan include the women and girls victims of trafficking, religious and ethnic minorities, former government official, persons with disabilities, older individuals, and other refugees and migrants, whether documented and undocumented. The expert cautioned the government of Pakistan, stating that the illegal foreigners repatriating plan implemented on the November 1 provision for individual assessment of irreparable harm and risk faced by Afghan national forces to return. Afghan nationals, particularly women and girls, face a risk of being trafficked or re-trafficked in the country, of turning displacement. Persons belonging to religious and ethnic minorities are particularly at risk of persecution upon return, the experts warned. Expressing concern, the experts noted that the adoption of the plan without the ensuring effective protection for Afghan nationals may violate the absolute prohibition of the refoulement under customary international law. The UN expert emphasized the severe impact the plan could have on women and girls, given the pattern of large-scale systematic human rights violation and the discrimination against them in Afghanistan amounting to gender persecution. Women and girls deported to Afghanistan risk being subjected to child and forced marriage, trafficking in the persons, and the denial of the rights to education, to work, and to freedom of movement and equal protection of the law, the expert stated. The expert also voiced a deep concern over allegation of forced evacuation of Afghan nationals in Pakistan by landlords and the reported case of the arbitrary arrest, including of children, since the beginning of 2023. They emphasized at the unsubstantiated linkage between the presence of refugees and migrants, and terrorism risks should not be drawn. Assistance and protection must be ensured, including effective access to the right to seek and enjoy asylum without discrimination and regardless of the documentation held by Afghan nationals, the expert insisted. Having communicated their concern with the government of Pakistan, the expert urged the international community to support the hosting of Afghan refugees, emphasizing increased opportunities for resettlement and right-based family reunification.